Welcome, everyone, to the Week 9 series of Just Saying Football with Jack and Sean. I'm your host, Sean Gannon, alongside my partner, Jack McNicholas. We're here to bring you news, notes, weekly updates, and game analysis of your favorite teams from around the league. If you have not had the chance, go check us out at justsayingfootball.com and at our Instagram at justsayingnogwjs for article and video updates. Monday Night Football kicks off with an AFC East divisional showdown with the New York Jets taking on the New England Patriots. But before we get into that, I just have to note one thing. Yes, I've been wearing the Dalvin Cook jersey for so many episodes. And the reason why is because once I started wearing this, the Vikings have hit a win streak. And I will continue to wear this jersey each and every single episode until we lose. Might happen to the Bears next week. But I will not stop wearing it. Jack, break us down in Monday Night Football.
All right, I'm just glad that jersey is sticking around until Thursday of this week. Hell yeah. I mean, Dalvin Cook's going hard this last 2 weeks. This game coming up tonight is a nice old AFC Monday night showdown, AFC East. New England Patriots go to the Jets. Jets are 0-8. Right now, if the Jets lose tonight, this could be the first time in a very long time they go 0-9 since the Super Bowl era. So I just got to look at this and say it's going to be about these two offenses that are both just terribly struggling right now. And it's going to be who can come out and be better. But last year, New England looked a lot different. They were able in 2 games to outscore, the Jets 63-14. So the confidence here for both teams is tough, but it's going to have to be a lot about Frank Gore with Sam Darnold doubtful.
Yeah, it's going to be reliant on the run game. And I think when you're looking at this matchup, you're definitely saying gross. Yeah. This is not an exciting matchup. It's not what it used to be. Patriots don't look great. They're going to be down a lot of guys, including N'Keal Harry, including Stephon Gilmore. There's not going to be a Julian Edelman tonight. There's no Lawrence guy. This team is hindered, and it's the same on the flip for the Jets. There's going to be no Sam Darnold. He's doubtful. We don't expect him to be in there. Quinnen Williams also doubtful. Don't expect him to be in there. This is just going to be a very ugly matchup. I'm going to take the Patriots. I think that Bill Belichick just has the number of the Jets, especially under Adam Gase. I think anyone has Adam Gase's number easily if they want to. Yeah. So I don't expect this to be a very pretty game. And I think that Cam Newton, who's shown us his athletic ability so far this year, can do enough to get around a really weak Jets defense that now doesn't even have an Avery Williamson anymore on the team after they trade him to the Steelers. So they're going to be down their main middle linebacker, who's their speed guy. It's just, this is not the kind of game you're looking forward to on a Monday Night Football matchup.
Yeah, this is one of those Monday nights that you go to bed right when the game is over. You don't even got to check the post game, And in the real sense, though, these two teams right now are really just fighting for bragging rights. The Jets, they always try to get that one game against the Patriots per season, and they didn't get to do it last year. The way Cam's playing right now, in the last 3 games combined, he's got no touchdowns passing, 5 interceptions. That's 5 of his 7 on the year. He's only got 2 passing touchdowns. But I'm looking for a big Damian Harris game this week. This guy had his second 100-yard game last week of his rookie season. That's his second so far. The first one was week 4, but it looks like it's going to be the Patriots in this one for me in MetLife. It's just the Jets right now coaching all the way onto the field. They're injured. They don't have their guy Sam Darnold. He's doubtful. It could be a tough one for them against a very well-run Patriots team.
Yeah, absolutely. And before we end this episode, because it's already been so short, with not the best Monday Night Football matchup we've ever seen in our lifetimes, want to give some big surprises this weekend. A lot happened this past weekend, became really interesting. I'm going to kick it off. I want to start out about last night's Sunday Night Football game. I said the Tampa Bay Buccaneers were going to win. I was wrong. It was a 38-3 victory by the Saints. Fun fact about this game. By the second quarter, in the 11th minute and the 44th second, the Saints already had their 3rd touchdown. This is not the game for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This was not Brady's game. Brady only has 7 interceptions on the season. 5 of them belong to the the New Orleans Saints. He cannot seem to beat them. If I'm the Buccaneers, I'm not saying hit the panic button, but if I'm looking to the playoff picture and I have to face the Saints, I'm thinking – no, because they have absolutely dominated them in both games. This was not the kind of game that we saw. It looks like somehow AB and Brady were really off. I don't want to say that because AB signed to the team, that's what got them here. We saw in week 1 with no AB, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers struggled against the Saints. But this now begins to look like a signing that's like, is this 50-50? There was miscommunications on 2 of the interceptions for Brady when he was looking Antonio Brown's way. And if they don't begin to fix this, next week is going to be that much harder for them. This offense is loaded on weapons, and this is not the kind of game that you expect. 3 points for this kind of offense, it's not good. This is like the Lakers when they had Pau Gasol, Kobe, and Steve Nash. You have all these guys, but this is not it.
Yeah, no, absolutely. That's not what you wanted to see last night. But what a great surprise from the Saints to really prove that. We were looking when Brady signed. A big thing that we mentioned over the summer was just this is going to be the matchup to watch in this division. And we got a real big slugfest last night.
It was. And I think if you're the Buccaneers, there was one highlight that I just want to show up. In the fourth quarter, Taysom Hill is in the quarterback. It's a 3rd and 4. It's a bad snap. It hits the ground. He's still able to pick it up off the ground, do a little dump pass to the tight end, and get 20 yards on a 3rd and 4th. And I think that just encapsulates the kind of game for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Even when something's right about to go your way for a quick moment, it's not going to. 20-yard game. We're going to set up for a touchdown, go up 38.
Yeah, that's definitely one of the best surprises this whole weekend. We were expecting a real matchup. We were expecting a close game. One close game that we got, one of my surprises of this weekend, and I'm sure you'd agree, a team you've been very big on all year, all offseason, Miami. They shocked everybody this season after the 0-2 start. They're 5-3 right now. The Bills yesterday, after winning that game against the Seahawks, I mean, we're talking about them being ahead of the division. They're very dominant. Miami right now is ahead of everybody for that 7th wild card spot. They beat, this Kyler Murray-led team that is playing fantastic. We mentioned one of the best offenses of the year. And Tua Tagovailoa got his opportunity to throw last week. And Shanzi was right. He got his 2 touchdowns. And one of them in the fourth quarter, absolutely huge. This game was back and forth the entire time. But at the end of the half, Jason Sanders was able to score a field goal with a couple of minutes left. But the Dolphins just shut the Cardinals down in the fourth quarter. Fantastic. They were able to really just stop them. They were shut down in the third quarter. But after the 17-yard run by Tua, he was able to throw that touchdown pass with 2 seconds with the last touchdown pass that he threw, and what an absolutely fantastic win for them in the desert.
Yeah, absolutely. Tua time is officially here. The entire team is rallying. We saw another defensive touchdown for them. Everything just seems to be clicking. Everything's going well in their direction. I'm really excited. If you're in South Beach, you got to be getting hype right now. You got to be a little excited. You're right. You got the 7th seed right now. If the season ended right now, Miami Dolphins are in the playoffs. They have tied their win total from last year. They've had a great season. Brian Flores is definitely the coach for them.
Brian Flores is absolutely the guy. That was why they were a huge surprise this week. We did not pick them, to win this game.
I did.
You picked
because
them.
I wanted to defer from you.
I didn't pick them because I couldn't go against Kyler Murray. But wow, the game was close, went down to the end. And we had a lot of those games this weekend. Another game that we had that came right down to the wire, shockingly, was the Cowboys-Steelers game. We were saying that this game was not even going to, be a game to watch, but everybody had to, as nationally televised. You're sitting there watching, and you see these Cowboys fighting last night. They were up 19-9 until Big Ben started doing his Big Ben thing and finding his way after a rough start. But wow, the Cowboys were surviving off of field goals. Garrett Gilbert, this kid comes in 21 of 38, 243, touchdown, interception. This kid, he was just getting things done last night.
Yeah, he really, really was. I think what if you're a Cowboys fan, what you're excited is, okay, my team can fight. My team is willing to fight. We went up against an undefeated team. We did a great job against them. I didn't expect them to put up a fight like this. I didn't expect necessarily the Steelers just waltz right in and do what the Saints did to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, but I did expect it to be, for the most part, a pretty lopsided game following a quarter or two. And what they showed is for 3 quarters that they were completely in this game, very close to winning. And hopefully the Cowboys can build off of this going forward. It's going to be tough for them with no Dak Prescott, obviously. But this is a game to build on. And with the NFC East being as weak as it is, you never know. If you get 1 or 2 wins against your divisional rivals, you might edge your way into the playoffs, surprisingly. So not 100% out.
I mean, they really did. They did really just fine. I mean, Zeke was doubtful. This game just looked until they got on the field like it was a disaster. They have the insane punt return, fake injury play. They were able that stuff is exactly what you want to see. Good special teams. And I just got to give a good old shout out to CeeDee Lamb. That was a fantastic route that he ran. One of the harder routes to run, that double move, the out, fantastic. And he's gonna look fantastic when all of their injuries are back and these Cowboys are fully healthy. But we got one more surprise of the week, and I know you've been waiting for this one, Dalvin Cook.
Dalvin Cook.
Week of
Dalvin Cook. When we're talking about surprise here, I think everyone anticipated Cook to have a good game against a weak Lions team. But he somehow outperforms his yards total from the game against the Packers. In the last 2 games, we've seen 56 carries, 478 yards, and 6 touchdowns for him. That is next level. His season is great. He has 858 rushing yards, and he's missed a game and a half and has had his bye. He leads the league in rushing touchdowns with 12. He's averaging 6 yards per carry of anyone who has over 100 carries minimum. He is single-handedly carrying the Vikings offense to win after win after win. He had 252 scrimmage yards this week, over 200 rushing yards against the Lions. As a Vikings fan, as a Cook fan, I couldn't be happy. I mean, to go from AP to Dalvin Cook, this is huge. I am so happy. He has a big game going up against the Bears, but I think the entire offense is going to continue to rally around him. I definitely want to say it now. He is definitely first-team All-Pro with the way he's playing. As a fan, it's coming across probably biased. I think right now, Week 9, 2020, he is currently the best running back in the NFL. I'm not saying he's the best back the totality of the entire season. I want to say that. But as of right now, Week 9, when you look at what he's doing for the team and how well he's carrying it, I think he is the best back.
Yeah.
Has a really good case to maybe win Offensive Player of the Year with the way he's carrying this Vikings offense. But that's the last guy that we wanted to highlight for the biggest surprises of this week.
Yeah, and that is all the time we have. Thank you for sticking with us through our Monday Night Football recap, going through the analysis, giving our game picks, and out here with our surprises of the weekend. Stay tuned for our Thursday Night Football breakdown. Check us out, Just Saying Football, YouTube, justsayingfootball.com, and Just Saying No GWJS on Instagram. Thank you all for watching. Enjoy the game.
Go check it out. Enjoy the game.